Hello, welcome to the Tiny Chapel. Today we're going to be starting our series of 5-minute sermons. Our topic for today, our text for today is Genesis 4, the story of Cain and Abel. And I will read the text, and in today's sermon we will just deal with a couple of textual matters. And in subsequent sermons we will get on to the topical matters and the interpretation. So now I'll read you the text. Genesis 4, starting with verse 1. Now the man knew his wife Eve, and she conceived and bore Cain, saying, I have gained a male child with the help of the Lord. She then bore her brother Abel. Abel became a keeper of sheep, and Cain became the tiller of the soil. In the course of time, Cain brought an offering to the Lord from the fruit of the soil. And Abel, for his part, brought the choicest of the firstlings of the flock. The Lord paid heed to Abel and his offering. But to Cain and his offering he paid no heed. Cain was much distressed, and his face fell. And the Lord said to Cain, Why are you distressed, and why is your face fallen? Surely if you do right, there is uplift. But if you do not do right, sin couches at the door. Its urge is toward you, yet you can be its master. Cain said to his brother Abel, ... At this point there's an ellipse. The old Targum said at this point, Come, let us go into the field. And when they were in the field, Cain set upon his brother Abel and killed him. The Lord said to Cain, Where is your brother Abel? And he said, I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper? And then he said, What have you done? Hark, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Therefore you shall be more cursed than the ground, which opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. If you till the soil, it shall no longer yield its strength to you. You shall become a ceaseless wanderer on the earth. Cain said to the Lord, My punishment is too great to bear. Since you have banished me this day from the soil, and I must avoid your presence and become a restless wanderer on the earth, anyone who meets me may kill me. The Lord said, I promise if anyone kills Cain, sevenfold vengeance shall be taken on him. And the Lord put a mark on Cain, lest anyone who met him should kill him. Cain left the presence of the Lord and settled in the land of Nod, east of Eden. Now, there are just a few little textual matters that I want to bring up. The first is at the very beginning where it says, the man knew his wife Eve. Well, of course, this is Bible speak for copulation, but I think it is interesting to note that this term to know in this way is never used, never employed in the Old Testament for animal copulation. All right? So there is a sort of spiritual and intellectual and emotional import to know in the biblical sense. The second thing is, who is it that Cain is afraid of? You see, he says that anyone who meets me may kill me, but the world is unpopulated. You see, he's killed his brother, and there's only his parents. So who is it that he is afraid of? And this shows us really that this story of Cain and Abel circulated independently, at least of where it now appears in Genesis. That it circulated in a context in which there is supposed to be a populated world with others than the primeval family on the planet. others who would potentially pose a threat to Cain, and others that indeed Cain may marry. So the story is therefore inserted into the creation narrative in Genesis, but originally came from another source. All right, well that's my 5 minutes and a little more. Thank you very much for sticking with me here on the Tiny Chapel. Remember, it's all good, it's all okay, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.